Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If scenario. Today's matchup features the Kansas City Royals versus the Seattle Pilots at Six Stadium. On the mound for the Royals today is Jim Rooker, whose record is 3-5 with a 3.67 ERA. And pitching for the Pilots today is Bob Meyer, whose record is 3-1 with a 5.03 ERA. Okay, we took a day off yesterday. You probably noticed in the last video I was a little under the weather. I needed a day to kind of recuperate and get my voice back and, just get a little more energy to me. So, we're coming back after a day off at a victory over the Royals in the first game of the series. We won 3-2. That is our 9th victory in one-run games so far this year. So, we're 9-1, and we're 21-14 overall. We can't really complain about our record, but because the bottom of our lineup has been so poor, I made some changes. And, it's kind of like that saying, rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. That's kind of what I've been doing here over the last couple of days. Let me tell you what I've done. First of all, I cut Gordy Lund. I know he was a fan favorite, but Gordy Lund, he was rated a 67, and I felt like if we were going to have somebody who was that poorly rated, it may as well be Ray Oyler, because at least Ray Oyler could play defense, in theory. He's actually made 4 errors already at shortstop in very limited major league duty. So, if we're going to have someone rated that poorly, at least we'll have a good defensive player there. Plus, Ray Oyler can play all over the field. So, we cut Gordy Lund. We bring back Ray Oyler. And we call up Meyer P, a left-handed catcher. That's going to give us 3 catchers on the roster. And the reasoning is, it's apparent, really. Meyer P is the highest rated catcher on our team, technically. Now, Jerry McNertney, with a 68 rating, has performed pretty well. He leads our team in RBI. We're going to have him keep his job as our main catcher. Bo Cabela will be the catcher for Mudcat Grant. And then Meyer P will be a left-handed bat off the bench against right-handers, which we don't normally have. Only Don Bosch is typically as a switch hitter, is typically our first bat off the bench in a pitch hitting scenario. Now we have a second option. And defensively, as I pull it up here, he is rated an 82, and he's got an 82 rating behind the plate. 82 arm and an 82 rating behind the plate. He has not played in the majors since 1965, but that doesn't really much matter in this game. So that is what I did in the day off. Rearrange the deck chairs on the Titanic here. We are facing a left-hander, so this is our lineup versus righties. Versus lefties, which is primarily righties. We'll talk about that here momentarily. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what I did. You'll see here in the transactions, I also picked up a new catcher, John Felski. I signed him as a free agent, and we're going to put him in AAA to take the place of Meyer P. Overall, good rating. He's only 26 years old. His arm is an 86, and defensively an 85 overall. So he played 4 games for the Cubbies. Last year, he's a free agent. And, I got to get his photograph. I'll take care of that today after the ball game. Okay, so that was the other move I made. So let's go ahead and get started with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. I have my volume in my headset all the way up. There we go. A low murmur of the crowd. So Bob Meyer, our left-hander's on the mound. It's always fun to see what he's going to do. And here is our bullpen. Everybody is available. Bob Meyer has already faced the Royals once. And you can see in 26 plate appearances, they're batting .308 against him. So we're already starting to see some of the teams a second time through. And we will see some matchup numbers now, which is nice. Here's our lineup versus Jim Rooker. And as I mentioned, with our shortstop struggling. Oh, Fred Stanley. I'm sorry. Fred Stanley. We sent him to the minors as well. So, Fred Stanley was doing terrible. He needs a little bit more seasoning. So we're going to have Ray Oyler start today's game. And then we'll have some, like Sutherland will probably play shortstop versus righties. We'll work it out. That's what I'm saying. So, also because it's a left-hander, Don Bosch will get a start. He had a home run in yesterday's ball game. It was a big pinch hit home run. And everybody else you're familiar with. You see, I moved things around. We'll talk about it here momentarily. Okay, let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Kansas City Royals. A little bit different of a lineup with Bob Meyer on the mound. Batting leadoff in right field is Fred Rico. Batting second at third base is Joe Foy. Batting third in left field is Lou Piniella. Batting cleanup is Chuck Harrison at first. Batting fifth and catching is Ed Kirkpatrick. Batting sixth at second base is Jerry Adair. Batting seventh in center field is Joe Keough. Batting eighth at shortstop is Jackie Hernandez. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Jim Rooker. Okay, so here is Bob Meyer on the mound, making his eighth start. That's a new career high. 3-1 with a 5.03 ERA, 31 Ks in 34 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .301 against him. He's got that heavy fastball, topping out at 97 miles an hour, and is rated at 95. I just don't know how he doesn't have more strikeouts. He does have a curve, but we don't talk about that. Overall rated an 80, the 29-year-old lefty goes to arbitration after next season. And still, he's technically on the trade block. I mean, I would trade him, but we're not getting any offers for him just yet. Okay, let's take a look at the defense. Not looking so good on the right side because we got Sutherland there at second. And Deron Johnson at first. Right field is Harper. Everybody else is pretty solid. Okay, Fred Rico leading off against Bob Meyer. Meyer, full count, and he walks. All right, so not a good start for Meyer. Rico on first, good speed. Base runners have been getting the jump on McNertney as of late. Still has a pretty good caught stealing percentage. Here's Joe Foy. And there we go, Fred Rico thrown out stealing on a curveball. So McNertney brought his rifle today. There's one down. Bases are empty for Joe Foy. 1-2 count. And Foy hits a ground ball to Sutherland at second, and there's out number 2. That will bring up Lou Piniella. Piniella is 3 for 3 against Bob Meyer this season. Make it 4 for 4 as he slaps it back through the middle for a base hit. Just past Ray Oyler at short. Maybe he's not as good defensively as we think he should be. Piniella on first. He's not going to be going. Here's Chuck Harrison, a .326 hitter with a home run on the season. And he flips it down the right field line off the wall, and a run scores. Harrison, an RBI double. That is his 6th double on the season. In 44 at-bats, he has more doubles than, any 2 players on our team in just 44 at-bats. Okay, here is Ed Kirkpatrick. Best hitter on the team, batting .333 with .336 with 3 home runs. And the second walk of the inning for Meyer. If you take a look at Meyer's game log, you'll see here that, I mean, he's had 2 absolutely atrocious starts and has not gone past 7 1/3 innings. So I think he is becoming unreliable as a everyday rotation pitcher. First and second, 2 down. Here's Jerry Adair playing second base today. Fly ball to right. Is that going to fall in? It will be caught for out number 3. So the Royals do get on the board. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the Pilots lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in right field is Tommie Harper. Batting second at first base is Deron Johnson. Batting third at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting cleanup playing center field is Tommie Agee. Batting fifth in left field is Don Bosch. Batting sixth and catching is Jerry McNertney. Batting seventh playing second base is Gary Sutherland. Batting eighth at shortstop is Ray Oyler and the pitcher Bob Meyer. Batting ninth. First time we're seeing Jim Rooker this season. I did a deep dive on Rooker. He was actually signed as a free agent by Detroit, originally as an outfielder. In 1965, the Tigers converted him to a pitcher, and he actually pitched on the 1968 World Series team for the Tigers. He did not get a ring. He only pitched in a couple games, as you can see right here. He was officially a rookie in the season that we're playing, 1969. He went 4-16 with a 3.75 ERA. Before coming to the Royals, the Tigers traded him to the Yankees. He was only in the minors there for a month before the Royals selected him in the expansion draft. In 1972, he was traded to Pittsburgh for Gene Garber, and he went on to have 5 10-win seasons for the Pirates. 1980 was his last season as a Pirate. Oh, he did win the World Series with the Pirates in 1979 and pitched in relief in Game 1 of the World Series, where the starting pitcher, Bruce Keeson, could only get 1 out in that game. So he came in relief and gave up a couple runs. In 1981 through 1983, he was the Pirates broadcaster. In 1989, this is maybe the thing he's most famous for. In 1989, the Pirates were up 10-0 in the first inning, and Jim Rooker said on air that if the Phillies came back and won the ball game, he would walk home from Philadelphia. And the Phillies did come back and won that game 15-11. And although he didn't walk home after the ball game, later on that summer, as a charitable donation, he made that walk and raised $81,000 for Children's Hospital. He owns a tavern in Ambridge, Pennsylvania. He wrote children's books all the way through 2009, and he's a he ran for state representative in Philadelphia and lost, in Pennsylvania and lost. So a full life for Jim Rooker. He is 3-5 with a 3.67 ERA, 31 walks, 35 Ks in 56 1/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .268 against him. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 48.5%. His fastball is rated an 87 and a curveball just below average. Overall an 84. The 26-year-old lefty goes to arbitration in 1971. Okay, there's the defense for the Royals. Solid everywhere, including first base. That's Harrison with a 92. Okay, let's get started here versus Jim Rooker. Tommie Harper leading off, batting .256, 4 home runs, and he walks. So the leadoff man is on. Now, we have a lefty on the mound, And Kirkpatrick, maybe the worst arm in the American League. And I don't know. We moved Deron Johnson to the number 2 role. We got to give him a chance to take a cut here. 0-1 count. Fly ball to center field. It will be caught by the center fielder, Keough. We're going to hit and run with Rich Rawl. Rollins hanging in there at 285. Technically the best hitter on the team. There's a ground ball up the middle. Good range from the second baseman, Adair. Tossing him out at first. Harper. Safe at second for Tommie Agee. Agee in the cleanup role today, batting .243, 3 home runs, and he pops it up off the end of his bat into foul ground on the first base side for out number 3. We strand a runner, go to the top of the second with Keough leading off. Lefty on lefty. Keough strikes out. Bob Meyer records his first K of the day to go with those 2 walks. Next man up is Jackie Hernandez. A ground ball base hit through the right side. Just past the outstretched arms of Sutherland. Runner on first. Here's the pitcher, Jim Rooker. We're going to pull the corners in. Assuming a bunt. Yep, there it is. And he strikes him out. Thank you. Blew it right by him for strikeout number 2. With a fastball that speed, in this era, nobody should be able to hit it. He has the fastest fastball we've seen so far. 2 down, and he strikes out this side. Is that what happened there? I guess it did. Wait, yeah, that's so weird. Oh, it went off the board. You can't see it anyway because my face is up there, but that was strange. So he strikes out the side. You go to the bottom of the second with Don Bosch leading off. Bosch had the pinch hit home run in yesterday's ball game. So he's earned himself a start, and he strikes out looking for out number 1. That is the first K for Jim Rooker. Here is Jerry McNertney, who walks. So McNertney, despite his low rating, still finding ways to get on base. We're going to sack bunt to get McNertney over. Good bunt down the third base line. McNertney safe at second. So Ray Oyler back from the minors. How did he do down there? He batted 154, a triple and a home run. So I don't know. Maybe he's clutch. Maybe he found that clutch gene. 1-2 count to Oyler. Fly ball to center. Get down. Oh, it's going to be caught out there in center field for out number 3. Pilots still don't have a hit. We go to the top of the third. Joe Foy leading off. Foy, Piniella, Harrison do up. Joe Foy, ground ball to second. Sutherland tosses him out. 1 down. Sweet Lou up next. Ground ball to first. 2 outs. And here's Chuck Harrison. Harrison 2 for 4 in his career against Bob Meyer. And he drops it over the third baseman's head for a base hit. So he's got a single and a double now. Runner on first for Ed Kirkpatrick. Lefty on lefty, and he's batting .350. That'll get you in the lineup every day. And Meyer walks him. I don't know what to do here. Jerry Adair, not an RBI guy. We're going to pitch to him here. 1-2 count, and he hits him in the waist. Come on. Bob Meyer, he is a roller coaster ride, man. This guy just really is unpredictable on the mound. Here's a lefty on lefty. Joe Keough batting .220 versus left-handers. And he pops it up on the infield. Rollins under it. Making the catch. Okay. So we get out of the jam. There was a single, a walk, and a hit by pitch after getting the first 2 outs. Bob Meyer will lead it off. Well, they already threw their lineup twice, and we're finally just getting to our pitcher. Oh, he's going to drop it in for a hit. Good job by Bob Meyer, helping out his own cause. That is his first hit on the year. Okay, runner on first. Hit and run is on with Tommie Harper. Stay out of the double play. Ground ball to third. That will get Meyer over. All right. So we've got a runner in scoring position. It's a shame that our pitcher got our first hit. We've got Harper, we've got Agee, and yet the pitcher. Okay, Deron Johnson goes to right on a screamer to right field. Are we going to have him tag? I think that's way too risky. He'd score on a base hit with 2 outs from second anyway. All right, so Johnson, his average down to 204. Trying to move him around a little bit, get him going, try to get a home run from him. Rollins walks, third walk for Rooker. That will get to Agee. Now, Agee does not hit lefties well. We're counting on him. Oh, man, fly ball to right. That'll be it. So, at least Bob Meyer gets a hit. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Meyer's at 72 pitches. He has the highest endurance of any starter on the team. So that's not really the problem. The problem is, can we keep him in a ball game? He's walked 3, struck out 4. His whip is over 2 so far today. Here's the pitcher, Rooker. Struck out last time, trying to lay down a bunt. Strikes out swinging here. 5 Ks for Meyer, and Rico strikes out. So he strikes out the side for the second time in the ball game. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Don Bosch is up. Bosch 0 for 1. He struck out first time up. And he crushes it here. Hey, maybe we got to get Bosch into more ball games. Back-to-back home run games for Bosch. And the score is tied at 1. We are never out of it. If our starter can just give us 5 or 6, we can pull out some victories. McNertney flies out to right. 1 down. Here's Gary Sutherland. Sutherland had a sacrifice first time up. Here he grounds out to third. And Ray Oyler, we expect nothing. We get nothing. We're going to the top of the 5th. We're all tied at 1 now, thanks to Bosch's second home run on the year. Okay, Joe Foy leading off. He's 0 for 2 today. Oh, Foy gets it back in one swing. 431 feet to left center field. Joe Foy's 3rd home run on the year. He does hit home runs in the teens, so not totally out of place. So now it's back to the Royals up by 1. Sweet Lou up. Piniella pops it up to Rollins at 3rd. Actually, the shortstop Oyler calls for it. 1 out. This one is popped up at home plate by Chuck Harrison. McNertney makes the catch. That will bring up Ed Kirkpatrick. And he walks again. Kirkpatrick, 2nd time he's walked today. 4 walks for Bob Meyer. This will be the last inning for Meyer. Coming up on 100 pitches here. Ground ball to 3rd from Rollins. And he makes the play. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Meyer, we've already determined he's done for the day. So who do we have on the bench versus lefties? Oh, we got Danny Walton batting .292 versus lefties with 8 RBIs. Wow. Okay, here we go. Danny Walton leading off against Jim Rooker. Pounds it right into the dirt for the home plate. And the catcher does actually make the play. Good job by Kirkpatrick. That's 50-50 when that happens. It could be an error. It could be an out. And it was an out. We're back to Tommie Harper. He's 0 for 2 today with a walk now as he grounds out to short. And Deron Johnson strikes out looking. So that could not have went worse. We're going to take, we're taking out Meyer. We're going to bring in Jerry Stevenson. He's kind of our long reliever. Since the pitching spot just batted, we could probably get 2 innings out of Stevenson, assuming he pitches well enough. Here's Joe Keough leading off against Jerry Stevenson in the top of the 6th. And that's a double into the gap. Let's make it a triple as he stretches it for 3. So that is Keough's first triple on the season. We'll pull the infield in, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. Full count, and he strikes him out. Try it again with Jim Rooker. Rooker getting a chance to hit here. I don't know about that. 0-2 count. Oh, he freaking rips it to right. And a sac fly for the pitcher. Yes, of course, that's realistic. And Rico lines it into center. So an insurance run for the Royals puts them up 3-1. We still only have 2 damn hits today. Rich Rollins leading off, lining out. Just watching the batting averages go down. That's all we can do. Agee flies out to center. Don Bosch doing everything he can to keep us in this ball game. Grounds out to second. Moving to the 7th. Here's Joe Foy. And another base hit for Foy. We'll guard the lines now with Lou Piniella up. And a base hit up the middle. I don't know, dude. This is looking bad. Stevenson gets a strikeout. I'd love to get a double play here. Piniella's slow and the catcher's running at home. This should be a double play possibility. Instead, it's going to be a blooper into right center field. It will be caught by Harper. Foy's not going to test him. So 2 down. A chance for Stevenson to get out of this with Jerry Adair up. Ground ball to Sutherland at second. And that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Jerry McNertney leading off. It's McNertney, Sutherland, and Oyler. Does not instill confidence, those names. Ground ball to short. 1 down. Here is Gary Sutherland. A comebacker to Rooker. We have real problems with these positions. We've got nobody to play middle infield. Ray Oyler walks. Probably an unintentional, intentional walk to get to the pitcher. We were going to take him out anyway. So they're doing us a favor. All right, we're going to bring in Wayne Comer. Batting .176 versus lefties, but he has been pretty good for us. We need a couple of runs. Let's go. There it is. Shot through the infield to the right side for a base hit. Oyler, I'm not sure why he's only on second. As incompetent as anybody could be. That is Ray Oyler. Here is Tommie Harper. One swing of the bat from Harper can give us the lead. Jim Rooker at 112 pitches now. Fly ball into left center field. Get down. Oh, crap. Well, I think we're going to use... I mean, Harper just batted, right? So he's not coming back into the... He's not going to get another at-bat. Most likely. I think we got to leave him in the game, right? Yeah, that's what we got to do. Okay. I talked myself into leaving him in there. Okay, we're going to bring in... we're down 2 runs. We're going to bring in John Morris. There is 1 lefty, 2 righties coming. He doesn't get anybody out, but we'll put him in the ball game because he is the pitcher that we have used the least amount so far. So maybe today is the day. He can actually get somebody out. Here's Joe Keough. A comebacker to Morris from Keough. 1 down. Next up is Jackie Hernandez. That would have been ball 4, but Hernandez was taking a cut. Pops it up to third. And Rooker's going to bat again. 112 pitches. They're keeping him in there. And he strikes out as expected. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. We got to get something going here. Royals are up by 2. Deron Johnson leading off. Deron Johnson under 200 now. On the season, he's batting 196 for us. I guess the numbers he had for Philadelphia were accurate. I mean, look at that. He's got an OPS under 500. So that was not a good trade. I did a bad job there. Rollins pops it up as Rooker now officially tired. And Agee flips it down the right field line. It's going to be caught in the corner for out number 3. We're going to the 9th inning. We got a bunch of righties coming up, top of the lineup. Taking out Morris and bringing in Jack Acker. Acker also horrible. Rico Suave strikes out. 1 out. Here's Joe Foy. Base hit. What is Joe Foy today? 3 for 5 with a home run. I feel like I've just seen him on base every time. Runner on first. 1 out. Here's Lou. Ground ball to first. Can we turn a double play? No. Only get the force out at first. Not the force out, but you know what I mean. The only play was to go to first. That's going to bring up Chuck Harrison. Harrison 2 for 4 today with a ribby. And he strikes out looking on a curveball. Okay, folks, we're going to the bottom of the 9th. We're down 2 runs. Jim Rooker at 122 pitches. We're sending him back out there. 4 walks and 3 hits. Like I said before, if they don't give up hits, they're going to give up walks. So maybe we can get a run walked in. It's Don Bosch. He drove in the only run of the game with a home run. There's a base hit into center. Do we want to go for 2? Why not? Bosch safe at second with a double. That is Bosch's first double of the year. Okay, so runner on second. Nobody out. I guess we're going to let McNertney bat. He's batting .294. I'd probably walk him here. Oh, they're not going to walk him as McNertney drills it off the left field wall. A run scores and McNertney has his second double of the year. And there's nobody out, folks. And they're keeping Rooker in there. We got the scrubs coming up, though. Gary Sutherland. All we need is for him to hit it to the right side. Move it along. Nothing to see here. Oh, good enough. Ground ball up the middle. McNertney takes third. And they're going to pull the infield in for Oyler. You know we're not going to let Oyler bat. Wow, the only option we have that is a right-handed hitter is Bo Cabela. Can Bo Cabela give us a sac fly? What are his skills? Oh, they're not good. 67. Is anybody better? Higgins is 75. Kelly is a 73. Merritt Renew is an 89, but he's a left-handed hitter. Does that mean anything in this game? I don't even know. None of the stats have ever meant anything. I think we got to go with Merritt Renew just based on what the skills say. I don't know. Sac fly. Also, I think we got to change the base runner at this point. Higgins an 86. Yeah. And Kelly is an 80. All right, so Higgins coming in to play at third base. This is the ball game right here. Infield's pulled in. Rooker's at 130 pitches. Sac fly from Merritt Renew in his first at bat as a pilot. Here we go. 3-1 count. And he gets it done with a base hit. Higgins scores. And it's all tied at 3. Never say die. Okay, Acker coming out of the ball game. We're down to our last batter. It's Van Kelly. Take a cut, Kelly. Lefty on lefty. Base hit to right. Take Rooker out of the game, for crying out loud. Now we've got runners at first and third. 1 out. We have nobody to pinch run for Renew. Are any of our pitchers fast? There's no way to know, right? Our vitals? No, skills. Base running. Marshall's is 60, 56, 56, 57, 56, 56, 56. Okay. All right. All right. So, Tommie Harper, we're going to ask for a sac fly for Harper. We could hit and run. Oh, that's what we're doing. We're going to hit and run. They're playing back. They won't be able to get a double play on Kelly. Here we go. First pitch swinging. Oh, he missed. He missed, and Kelly steals second base. That is Kelly's first stolen base on the year. Oh, God, that is lame. All right, well, at least he swung, right? All right, now we have to get a sac fly. There will not be a double play. I would walk him here. They might. Yeah, they're going to walk him. Well, this is good for them, right? Deron Johnson. Can he get a sac fly? 81. It's possible. Here we go. Bases loaded. It's very possible he could strike out. It's very possible he could hit and do double play. Full count. Oh, he's going to get it done. Fly ball to left. Come on, Renew. 70% we're sending him against Piniella. He's safe at home. Pilots win. 4-3. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy stinks. A ninth inning comeback by the Pilates. That was a good game. I mean, ridiculous. If that had happened to me, I would have picked up my laptop and threw it across the room. So the Padres want to make a trade with us. Speaking of the Padres, we now have 5 contestants. John just entered. I didn't write it down. We're going to do that right now. So we have 5 contestants for the Padres win contest. And there's still time to get it. There's 2 more days to go to get into it. Even if you are not a normal viewer and you're watching this, all you have to do is guess how many wins the Padres will have as an expansion franchise at the end of the season. When we started this contest idea, they only had 6 wins. So we're just kind of like making fun of the fact that they probably won't have too many victories this season. So give us your guess. We'll get you in. The prize is really cool. I'm going to try to show you what it is when I get it, which should probably be a couple of days because of the holidays here. It's on its way. So it may take a little while. We do have a trade. Let's see. They are offering us not a lot. Jerry Devannon. Let's take a look at Jerry Devannon. Oops, there we go. Yeah, not. I mean, if he was a really great hitter and he could play shortstop, I'd just trade for him right now. Well, I mean, we need him bad. But Ron Slocum if you got him. Can't play anywhere except for catcher, although he is a third baseman. That's confusing. And Jim Williams in left field, which we don't. Okay, so this is not great. I don't mind giving up any of these guys. Mudcat, because he is in a contract year, I don't mind trading, but I mean this. We work so hard to get our AAA and single A players full that why would I just ditch them all? So I'm going to say no. Okay. We're 7-2 in the month of May. We've won back-to-back games. Let's look at the standings. We are all alone in first as we take a 1-game lead over Oakland. I mean, this is just the advantage of being in the West where the teams suck. Let's take a look at headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Oh, nothing to see here. Move along. Transactions. Nada. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel, please. We're up to 312 subs now. That's pretty cool. Keep getting one like every day, it seems like. Could it be you? Why not? Player of the game. Man. I kind of want to give it to, I don't know. Like Don Bosch had a solid game. He had another home run. Everything went crazy there in the 9th. Merritt Renew had an RBI. Was that the game-winning RBI? It doesn't show one. No, because it was Johnson that hit the sac fly that Renew scored on. We're going to give it to Bosch. He did have 2 hits. So he brought his bats, and he's earned another start. If we have to take out Johnson and put Hegan back at first and leave Bosch in left field, that's what we're going to do. We're going to figure it out. I mean, we're winning ball games despite. Jack Acker gets his first win as a pilot. He's 1-1 on the year. Jim Rooker, 150 pitches. Oh, man. That's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 3 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.